All right. Welcome to today's call. This is our 2 p.m. Hawaii time, 5 p.m. Pacific time training that we do for you every Sunday. So thank you and welcome everybody again for coming on. Today we have some special speakers coming on today, and they're our very, very good friends. We knew them. I don't know. I think I knew them at least like 5-6 years already, and they are super young, extremely successful. I mean, you're gonna see how young they are, but they are just crushing this deal, and they're gonna tell you how much people they actually got in the past couple of months. They have the mojo going on. They are one of the very fastest teams in all of world ventures. They are the top 1% of what we do here. And so I don't even want to waste any time because, man, I am so excited. So many people are just excited to learn from this power couple over here. So Kat and so our newest marketing directors out in California, Kay and Lorenzo, did you make the call? Woo!
Brother.
What's going on? How's it going over there?
Good.
It's going phenomenal, brother. We're feeling good. You're feeling good. How's everybody doing?
I love it. I don't want to waste any time, man. I just wanted to just share with the people just a little bit of background about you guys selves and how you got started with World Ventures.
Awesome. What's going on, guys? Lorenzo and Kat, Roman. We're from right outside of Napa Valley, Cali. Wine country, and we're super honored to be on this call. Thank you, Ron, for having us on. We love you. We appreciate what you do for the team, for World Ventures, and everything like that. So, I'm 24 years old. My wife is 22. I saw this concept when I was 19 years old. At the time, I was actually in the military, U.S. Air Force, and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew I wanted to do something great. I thought the military was going to be the way for me. Because I wanted to pretty much alleviate the college burden from my parents. With that, I got to travel the world, but little did I know I was actually getting overworked and underpaid, working 12-hour days, 6 days a week, 1 day off while I was deployed. And obviously that wasn't the lifestyle that I wanted going, from then on. And when I got exposed to World Ventures, guys, it literally unlocked my mind. I met Terry Camp. He came out to our town, and he showed us a lifestyle that I wanted, what my family wanted. The first month we got involved, my family, we were able to take 2 back-to-back vacations in the first month. We got involved since 5 years from then. We've been going on a freaking vacation frenzy the last couple of weeks, guys. We literally just booked Hawaii, staying at the Aulani Disney Resort. In December.
No, November 29th to December 3, but we are extending. So we were going to see Ryan, Roro, Allison. If you guys are in town, please.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. Let's go. We just booked Miami for a quick getaway for us too. And we're going to San Diego in about a couple of weeks too. Yeah. So obviously the product has, changed our lives dramatically, but with the business guys, obviously me personally, I've been able to plug into this part-time while I was still in the military. While I was still deployed, guys, I was actually hitting what we call now the star ranks. I actually hit 3-star rank while I was out deployed, doing travel parties, showing people in the coffee shops, in the lounges where I was at. And, I was just doing the thing, and I was really passionate about getting out of my situation. And then obviously when I came back home from my deployment, I actually met my wife. We were business partners at first, but she was actually able to be one of my top producers, making her position into senior rep in about 6 months. And from there, obviously we grew into a relationship. Then we got married. So she can tell you a little bit about where she was at when I met her and how she came into this too.
Hey guys. Okay. So I'm 22 years old right now. So I saw this a little over 3 years ago. And at that time I was 18. I just graduated high school. I went straight to a community college because I couldn't afford a university. And I really went to pursue nursing because that's what my parents wanted me to do. As long as I was under their roof, I had to follow what they wanted me to do. So that's what I did. And I was working 2 different jobs. So I did 6 years of retail, 9 to 5. It was horrible. But I was comfortable. I wasn't looking for anything different. But Guys, I really joined because this fella here was really good looking. The first thing I saw was his muscles, and I was like, okay, here's $300. Okay, take my money. And I had $5 left in my bank account. My mom was so mad, but we went to our first dream trip to Vegas, and I just stuck through it because I just liked him. And I know it's such a weird story, but that's how it started. Okay. I didn't want to go anywhere else but with him. If he was going to go to San Diego, I was going to go. And that's the reason why I decided to upgrade to the business spot. I was like, where are you going? Can I come with you? Oh, no, you're not a rep. Oh, okay. Then I'm going to just upgrade to a rep real quick. And that's exactly what I did. And the rest is history. Now we're here. So that's the story.
Wow. I love that. I love that. And so going into World Ventures, I know, you know, we've been in for a while, right? So how has it been like through the journeys of the years that you guys been in? Has it always been going up? Has it been challenges?
Yeah, bro. So obviously, going into this, bro, I was only 19 years old. I had to learn how to become a leader. And obviously the military gave me that. They gave me discipline. They gave me, you know, attention to detail. And I brought those skill sets with me coming into World Ventures. Actually, I was in community college at the time, and I was actually finishing up my public speaking class. So I was actually able to take those skills to become a very proficient presenter with that. But obviously, to become a proficient presenter, you just got to do the thing over and over again. Anyone can learn that. But yeah, ups and downs as it goes, bro. Like it took me about a year and a half to become a senior rep, to grow into that, because again, I didn't come from, you know, entrepreneurial mindset. I was fortunate enough to grow up in an environment where, you know, it was so loving, not so much dysfunctional. My parents, you know, a lot of times in my experience in high school, all of my friends' parents, you know, they weren't together, but I had a fully functioning home where I was actually able to grow to become a man. And yeah, so it gave me opportunity to capitalize on that. And with that, coming into World Ventures, with that year and a half, it was just me learning the systems, learning how to become, you know, more person developed. And when I met her, you know, again, we were business partners in the beginning. I was actually able to jumpstart that, actually helping her to be able to, you know, just really not really go into those landmines, and actually able to help her hit it senior rep faster than I ever did. So with that.
Yeah, there was a lot of challenges from then to now. I would say mindset wise was the biggest pivotal discipline that I was able to do, because Lorenzo was so hard and tough on me, and he wouldn't let anything slide through. And when I would start thinking 98%, and when I wasn't focused on the business and, you know, not focused on income producing activities, he would be on my butt about it. And with that in the beginning, my belief to really become the person, the leader that I was, that I am now, was not existent in the beginning. I just wanted to take the easy way out. I didn't want to get uncomfortable. I wanted him to think for me. Again, I was still a leaf in the wind when it came to our business. I was just following, and it was just very easy for me to just live that life that I knew, you know, the familiarity, or that's how you say it. Yeah, the path of least resistance. And now moving forward, because I've been, you know, I've been forged into the mindset that we are in now, and because, you know, all the compound effect of what we've been learning and actually implementing it and taking action towards it is now within us. It's like, it's a habit. If we're not doing the business, it's like we just wasted our whole day, right? And so that's the mindset now. It's just like we live, breathe, and sleep World Ventures. If we're not doing our part, then we're really just wasting the time that we have.
Yeah, I'll put on one thing, guys. Obviously, you know, we're young and anyone can see that, but things that the things that we're saying, the things that you know, the mindset that we have, it didn't come from us. It came from the mentors that paved the way for us. And the reason why I say this is because anybody can do that. We're just a product of the system. And with that, guys, it's just, you know, we're having a lot of fun with this. You know, being able to meet a whole bunch of people through World Ventures, Ryan, Brittany, Roro, everybody on this call, guys. You know, you guys are our family, and we just appreciate you guys having us on here.
Yeah.
Wow, we appreciate you for leading the way, man. You guys are just crushing it. And so, you know, with what's going on, you know, with COVID and all that stuff, I mean, how has it affected your business, and what have you guys been doing? And so, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously, right after Momentum, guys, if you guys were there in Arizona in January, they dropped the silver product. And for us specifically, for our generation, man, it just opened up the floodgates for, a lot of the 20-year-olds, millennials. And we took that as, this is going to happen. Like, no matter what, even before the pandemic hit, it was something that we needed to get it done because we're on the way there anyways. And obviously, she was saying like, hey, if she wasn't on the right path, if she wasn't doing the right things to get to where we're going, I wouldn't let it slide. It's because this is we take complete ownership because this is all that we do. Like, you guys can think, we're so amazing, this and that. But if you really think about it, if this is your livelihood, like it is for us, we have no choice but to be good at it. You know what I'm saying? So right out of Momentum, guys, we made that decision, and we've been making the decision over and over again every single day that we were going to get this done. Because again, we didn't come from, generational entrepreneurial wealth or anything like that. We wanted to, like Orion said on the other call, it's going to end with us. Like this, no time, no money, it's going to end with us. So with that, guys, since January, since Momentum hit, we put in about, as a team together, 250 lineage. And that's what propelled us into becoming marketing directors. We had popped about 4 senior reps, a handful of 3-star reps, 2-star reps. We have a growing team in Hilo, Hawaii right now. And, we're just crushing it because we want to help other people see that they can do this from home. Yeah. They can have hope in the midst of this pandemic because we're the leaders. We're going to lead them out of that fear, like Terry Camp says all the time.
And also, one thing that I do want to point out too is the level of consistency that we have. We noticed it's either you don't have a lot of people building with you, so it's either you just sit and like whine about it, or 2, you go out and find new blood. And there was always that mindset of we need to find new people, we need to treat the people that we just put in as if they're going to quit the next day. And so it's like, no matter, even if we did have people fall off, which is normal, we didn't even focus on them because we had new leaders that are willing to build with us. And it's just being able to be consistent when your team is not, because they're going to be the one to look to you guys like, oh, wow, they're still doing this. Okay, I need to get my head back in the game. So we're giving them that sense of belief that they couldn't give themselves. So that's in itself like really, really beneficial for the whole entire team to see that.
Wow, I love that. Your guys' drive, your decision making. I love that you just was like all in. And that 250 lineage, I mean, that is incredible. And so with that kind of amount of momentum, how did that start for you? I mean, like what were the things that you guys were doing that was working to spark that? And then what did you guys do? What was it to spark it from the beginning? Like, how did you guys start inviting and stuff like that? And or what was it?
Yeah, so majority of the what we call newer leads came from social media. Obviously, when the pandemic hit, we couldn't go out and meet people. We couldn't go out see people at coffee shops. We couldn't meet random people at the mall. So the biggest edge that we had was our social media platforms. And we can get into that. We can share some slides if one of you guys want to disable the share screen. But going into that, guys, it was more along the lines of having that already as a foundation for us, because that was our bread and butter to begin with, even before the pandemic.
Yeah. So with social media, when I know that right now you guys are like, oh, I'm, this age, this, I can't do this, I can't do that. I want you to just take that off your mindset. Anyone can use social media. All right. There's no like secret sauce to it. You just be yourself and post whatever you want, per se, right? And people will be attracted and drawn to your Instagram. And what we've been doing is just messaging people. We don't have a target market. We reach out to anybody, no matter how old, young, background, anything. And we lead with business. We say like, hey, hope all is well. You seem like a very sharp, open-minded person. Are you open to making another stream of income via smartphone right now? And that's all we say. And Lorenzo will be putting up some slides also that way you guys see more of a visual, but we lead with business. If they don't and they're not open, then we lead with travel. We say, hey, no worries. Do you plan to travel anytime soon or in the near future at all? And they're like, heck yeah, of course. And then we send a 3-minute sizzle video, just like an overview of what the silver membership is. And then from there, they let us know if it's a yes, no. If it's a yes, we say, hey, let's hop on Zoom. And we send the link. And then from there, we just show the whole entire thing on Zoom. So it's just like I would say like a 4-step type of invite for them to hop on a Zoom with us. But that's all that we've been doing. And it's very duplicatable with the team. And our video is helping a lot also.
Wow.
Yeah, we can show you guys some stuff on some more social media approaches and building your feed and stuff if that's something.
All right, we would love that. Yes.
Awesome. So let me just share my screen real quick, my brother, and we'll get into it. So you guys can see that, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Do this. So obviously, guys, you guys seen, nowadays there's so many social media platforms. We have TikTok, we got Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all these things. But to be very well-rounded, we want you guys to, no matter what age demographic you are, really, we want you to be well-rounded. You just have to be on all of them. Mm-hmm. LinkedIn, Snapchat, just have everything, because you never know. There's going to be different people in different markets from different aspects of every different demographic that are going to be able to see your content. And we'll talk about content in a minute, so that they can actually see that you have what we call an internet presence. And internet presence is very important nowadays. It's just because, we live in an information age today, guys. We're in the gig economy. If you don't have a business on the internet, you're literally going to be left behind. And you guys have heard, obviously the rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. And most of the millionaires that are going to be produced in the next 5 to 10 years are going to be on the internet because of the internet. Obviously, you guys know Mark Zuckerberg, 23 years old. He was a billionaire from the get-go, and everybody's on their phones nowadays. So why not have a business online on your phone? And luckily, everybody's on here. We're all in World Ventures. You guys know that the wave is coming. The silver landing page is coming. We're gonna be able to have that share link. Yep. And you guys have to be prepared. If you're not preparing yourself now, building an army of people that will help you spread this thing like wildfire, you're literally gonna get the tide go over you. Mm-hmm. So obviously, you guys seen things like this before. Uber, taxi company owns no vehicles. Facebook owns no content. Airbnb owns no accommodations or no real estate at all. Obviously, Dream Trips, we got the deal, baby. Woo. So if you want to get into this, baby, too.
Yeah. So when it comes to posting, it's very, very strategic and critical that you don't do any spam messages. Trust me, we've tried it. A lot of other team members have tried it and they had no success with it. And when you post things like your story, like we literally just booked Hawaii and Miami, we share that we are saving this much, or we say we've earned this trip with our platform. You never want to say it's free. You don't want to post any dream trip pricing, because you're really taking away the whole excited idea of them wanting to be a member, so that way they can see the trip instead of just feeding it to them. And then with the sign, you want to make sure that you don't have a drink in your hand with the sign. Yes, we're in Mexico. Yes, we're all inclusive, but it's just better to have a professional outlook for the other people watching what you're doing, so that way they can follow as well. And then, with your Instagram handle or Facebook, you don't want to say Rovia Joe or Dream Trips Sarah or World Ventures guy. You want to just keep it simple, just like Fun with Ryan and who else, Roro. Like, your guys' IG names are perfect, even first and last name, just to keep it simple. But the do's for posting on social media is you want to, like, you guys are RiseNation, you want to reflect your brand. You really want to promote who you are and what you stand for. And then if you're a person who travels, awesome. If you're a person that what else? Oh, personal development, like quotes, pictures, inspirational quotes. Also, you guys can post that too. So that way you can attract everyone else, because if you start doing things that they don't normally see their friends doing, you're then going to spark their interest. And then that's when your presence becomes inviting, and they have no second thought of inviting you out or actually reaching out to you to see what the heck you're doing, or like why you're having so much fun. And again, you want to keep them curious. That's why Curious George is there, because you don't want to, it's like a movie. You don't want to tell the whole entire movie to the person, or else they won't be interested anymore. You want to then get a fishing pole, give them the bait, reel them in slowly, and then that's when you fully show them the whole entire thing.
Yeah, and branding is very important, guys. With this, with our team, our team name is Phenoms, and it's been something that we've been labeling on all of our stories, all of our posts, and it's not just in World Ventures, but just in social media, building in business in general, making your presence known with your brand. Like you guys have RiseNation, you know, we are creating curiosity with the movement. We're posting like all the new signups that are happening, people popping rank, people, you know, getting residual income, and it sparks that curiosity into people's minds. Like, hey, I want to be a part of something that's big, and really utilizing hashtags as well. YXBH, you know, it's a really good hashtag. Hashtag share your sign. You guys can see the social proof with this hashtag, and make sure, you know, your newest people, if they're on Instagram, if they're on Facebook, make sure they're following all of the World Ventures pages, the Dream Trust pages, and use that social media to your advantage, because it looks just like this. If you just join something that's brand new, like you're gonna be like, wow, this is something big, and I'm gonna stick around because these people are fun. They look like they're having a great time, and I'm gonna stick around for the long run. It worked with us, and it's been 5 years, and we're not going anywhere, right? And you know, with social media, again, it's all about the internet presence. And you know, we're catering to all walks of life here, whether you're young, whether if you're a little older. We want you to be you, be transparent, just produce content. And for the most part, for the older folk, like you have to be intentional in your posting, intentional in posting past vacations. Just because you haven't been on vacation this year in 2020 doesn't mean you can't post, you know, your dream trips in the last 3 years. No one's gonna know. Because Ryan and Brittany, they do great at that. I know a lot of people are on here, Antoinette, Terrell, Shar, McCree, like they post, you know, a lot of inspiring things, you know, a lot of value. As long as you're bringing value to your audience, whether they're in World Ventures or not, you're creating that what we call that internet presence.
And one thing to add, if you guys just know how to take a picture and post, that's it. You guys are already winning. That's all it takes. Learn how to do that, and you're gonna win here. It's so easy.
Yep. And one last thing as we wrap it up on the slides, and we go back to the screen. Having a bio, if you're on Instagram or on Facebook, having a bio is very, very crucial, because it's like today, it's like the first impression. And they're gonna obviously they're gonna stalk your feed, they're gonna look at your lifestyle, and that's what we promote. We promote the lifestyle. For us, we have a lot of bullet points like, hey, you know, I'm a US Air Force veteran, turned pro networker, you know, founder of phenoms.co. You know, we've been on 50 trips, husband to you know, my wife, and she has a bunch of other, you know, accolades on her bio. But there's a lot of other WV leaders that are doing the same exact thing, because we're just imitating the genius that they put out. You know, we have our friend Andre Lois, he's the director out of Seattle. Obviously, you guys know Yvette Yoloa, international marketing director. You know, they have a bunch of, you know, bullet points. Like, it pretty much tells you who you are in a nutshell, and it gets them curious to follow you or to get to know your feed. Hariatu IND, our newest international marketing director, David Helgeson. You know, I just copy a lot of these things, and I just really go on their profiles just to have that as well. And again, building the internet presence just like this. And this is the epitome of that. So you can get into it.
Yeah. So when Lorenzo was talking about people stalking your page, every person that comes across your Instagram or Facebook will get to know a little bit about you and who you are and what you do, and you know, if you're a fun person or if you're a dull, boring person, based off your feed. And it's not like you have to follow anything that's specific when it comes to building a theme with your Facebook, Instagram. It's just posting. See, all of these posts here, if I didn't see, if it was my first time seeing this, I would immediately say, wow, these people are doing something different. I've never seen any of my friends do this. What are they doing? And I will personally reach out to them, because guys, it's inviting, it's intentional. And those are the two main biggest points that we can, you know, take out from this, is just be inviting, be intentional, have fun with it. Really just post your life. It's like you're giving them a sense of what you do on a daily basis. Just like people who do YouTube and they take videos, we take pictures, and then from there they can already piece the puzzle pieces together, and from there they're going to be able to see like what we really do. And it's not hard. They're like, when I come across anybody that we sign up, they say, wow, you guys look like normal people, but I am too, but how are you guys able to do this?
Yeah. And again, guys, it's not about being all fancy, creating a bunch of graphics and stuff like that. You could even take, other personal development posts from our top leaders in World Ventures. Make sure you're following them. Make sure you're following the IMDs that are utilizing social media, making sure you're like reposting their content, because again, it'll be your greatest advantage to use all these. Again, you don't have to create your own. You could pretty much imitate the genius that's already happening out there and be able to create that curiosity on your social media pages. So that's pretty much it, bro. I don't know if you have any other questions in that, Ryan, bro. But that's
amazing training on that. Thanks for the slides, by the way. Awesome jobs on those and explaining those. And I actually seen Kay. I seen that you had over 10,000 followers. I wanted to ask, how did you grow your Instagram following to over 10,000 followers?
Yeah, so in the beginning, I've tried a lot of things. And just to be raw with you guys, I attempted to buy followers, but they fell off. And the reason why is because they're not real. They're robots, of course. And I lost like 2,000, 3,000. And a couple months ago, I needed to find a way to grow it organically and make true relationship with the people that are on my Instagram. Again, with your presence being inviting and you just really giving the vibe and checking on people, even though you don't know them, just to see how they are. Like, hey, I love your Instagram. You look like a really, really cool person. And this comes across any like male, female. I do it to both genders, and there's no problem at all because they see that I am married, right? And when I reach out to them, even just like liking their pictures, commenting like, oh, you're so pretty, all of these things. And just know, like, of course, when it comes from a male perspective, you don't really say that you're really pretty to another female's Instagram. But what I did was I just had anyone who commented on my picture, I replied to them, just really, really focused on building that relationship first, because the more people that come on my Instagram, the more people they're going to see that all the things that I'm posting, all my daily life, all like talking about Jesus and personal development and traveling, they're going to continue to keep seeing it, and they're going to end up getting tired of it. And so I just post pictures with captions that are very intentional to where it's interactive with my followers. And when they see that they really like that other people are engaging, they're then inclined to follow me and talk to me. And from there, it's just the more people that come on also is regards to hashtags. So that's why Lorenzo was talking about YSBH or hashtag share your sign, because when you do the hashtags, they click on it and you pop up. And majority of the followers that I do have are from World Ventures. So they're already fueling that fun, freedom, fulfillment that people need to see when they are on your Instagram or Facebook.
Wow.
And if you guys didn't know, you can actually post your picture from Instagram to Facebook. And then when they click the hashtag on Facebook, it redirects them to Instagram. Yeah.
Great nuggets. I love that. Reaching out. By the way, with reaching out, how many people do you reach out per day on social media? Like invites?
Okay. So I'm gonna actually give you guys an insight of what really propelled us with our business. So when you direct message somebody, you go on their profile and you send them a private message, there's a specific limit that you can send. On Facebook, it's 50. On Instagram, it's 15 per 30 minutes. And if you keep doing it, you're blocked the whole day on Instagram. But what I did was I was like, you know what? They're public. So everybody, I'm sure everyone can agree, when someone comments, you see that right away. You're like, oh my gosh, who commented? Second, who likes my pictures? Yeah. And because that's what feeds our like our we're humans. That's what feeds us. And like the instant gratification that people love, they automatically check it. So on every public profile, I go on their picture and I say, hey, direct message me. That's it. And guys, I kid you not, from that message, that's what helped us increase to 250 plus lineage. Just that alone, because I told you, we don't have a target market. We don't care who we're messaging. I am just messaging people who are open or not. We're messaging anybody. And then if they're open, they come to me. And if they're not open, that's fine. Like I send about 300 DMs plus a mixture of commenting on pictures throughout the day. And I would say I get about 40 people messaging me back, and I'm sending that video, but about 10 people wanting to set a Zoom up with me. And then from there, just building through them. And that's how we were able to pop a senior up in Virginia, almost a 3-star in Hilo, Hawaii, a 3-star upcoming senior up in Sacramento. So it's just being innovative, you guys. Just if nothing is working, find something else, because guys, we were getting pissed. So we're like, why aren't people like messaging us back? And the whole DM thing with the whole limit wasn't going to cut it. So I told Lorenzo, I said, babe, I found this out, and I know it's going to work. And the next thing you know, it worked. And he's been doing it too. Men, you guys can say, hey, direct message me. First, it's not like you're flirting with them. Second, it's very direct. And females message him back. So you guys can give that a shot. It works. It works. It's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's what we figured out. And our teams are doing it too. Those who are more seasoned, and they're getting cold market. And it's not like, it's even their Instagrams aren't even close to where Lorenzo and I are. They're just like living their life, posting whatever, and they're open.
Yeah. So when they message us back, guys, it's all about, these are people who are open. People, it shows automatically that they're coachable,
Yes.
that they're teachable, they're wanting opportunity. And let's let you guys know, this whole social media aspect of it, reaching out to cold market, this is just a pure secondary on top of reaching out to the people that you already know that are already watching you, because we burned through our warm market through the years already. But here's the thing. When you guys are doing that, people are watching you. You're going to be able to, live the lifestyle year on year again. And just know that, when you're doing the whole social media aspect of it, everything that you're doing will be able to build that credibility that you're all in on it. I had a guy that I went to high school with, and, he's seen people do network marketing here and there. And he said, hey man, I like the way how, you're marketing it. I like the way how you're all in on it, because you're all about it. And most of the time, you guys know this as well as I do, most of the time when people try network marketing, they just try it. They don't just do it. They don't really do it. And what propelled us to create that 250 lineage over the past, last 3 months, it wasn't just off of social media. We were playing the game of people on social media and bringing them into our world, so that we can build into their top 10, top 20, teaching them how to invite with our network marketing fundamentals, because we're not social media affiliate marketing, celebrity endorsed people. We're network marketers. That's our bread and butter. And that's how we drive the dev. That's how we create the leaders. That's how we build momentum over and over again. That's what they train us at the training, because again, the trainers always say, if there was a better way to do it faster, they would already tell you. But here's the thing. It's a free game. It's a free game. It's free enterprise. The world is changing. If you're not changing, you're going to get left behind. And, we're always innovating. We're always on top of our stuff. And again, and like David Peach said on that call the other day, if you don't figure out Zoom, if you don't figure out social media, especially if you don't even know if, the world's going to go back to normal, like normal is not even a question anymore. Meeting people on social media is going to be the new normal. It was a blessing for us that Zoom was, I want to say, appropriate, because people weren't even open to Zoom. Now it's boom, boom, boom. Who can we show right now? Who can we show in the next 24 hours?
And on top of social media, it was a bit of it, not majority of it, but we utilized the launch events like crazy, you guys. We, again, like Lorenzo said, the inviting, fundamental, the skills, the basics, like the Hawaii team, you guys are killer at that. You already have that solid foundation. And all we're doing is just teaching our new people, like, hey, this is how it works. Like when they are reps, especially because they're so fired up, we say, hey, all you need to do is focus on inviting. Get good at putting people in front of us, putting us to work as much as you can, so that way we can help you build a check. And from there, we are of our word. They trust us, and then from there, they just are. They're fast with their inviting skills. They're getting people on. We're teaching them we're teaching them 3-step setup and edification, and that's all they need to do. And from there, it's easy for them, and they're like, wow, that's it. Like they really see that they're leveraging off the leader's time, and they're just chilling. And so it gives them a belief, like, oh wow, this team is actually who they say they are. They're willing to help me go where I want with this or hit my goals. So launch events was the biggest driving force for our team.
Wow, awesome. So with launch events, how do you guys when they get started, right? Well, actually, I want to go back again. Can you let the people know how are you guys inviting again? So you first DM, you actually comment on your post when they comment on your post, right? And say, hey, DM me, right? Is
Yeah,
that true?
I go on their when they're a public profile, I find a random picture of them, usually the latest picture that they post, and I say, hey, direct message me on the comments.
Oh,
And when
on their page. Okay.
on their page, yeah, on their picture. And when they reach to me, they're like, hey, you told me to DM you, or what's up? And I said, hey, thanks for reaching back out to me. You seem like a sharp, open-minded person. With all that's going on right now, are you open to making another stream of income via smartphone right now? And when they say yes, we go ahead and send a 3-minute sizzle video that my husband created. And when they're done watching it, we say, hey, let us know when you're done watching it, or let me know. And then they message me back and they say, hey, I'm done. I say, well, that was awesome, right? What did you like about it? Cool. Let's hop on a Zoom. That way I can share more information with you. And then we send the link out. Sometimes people aren't open. They leave me on red. I just find new people to work with. But again, they just, what is it? What's the word? They already sort themselves out, because the people who do message me back are coachable, and the people who aren't.
And just to preface everything before, like, even the person messages you back, it's all about creating that internet presence so that you have the credibility to them that you're the real deal, that you're actually doing something that they want to do. They're looking at your lifestyle saying, hey, you have what I want to know what you're doing. And that's where the content, the promoting of the lifestyle that we have, we're coming out with Dream Body soon. Like, we're going to be able to promote everything when it comes to lifestyle all across the board with our social media platform.
Wow. So definitely it is all a numbers game. I love that you just go through the numbers and you just sort, and then out of those 300 DMs per day, you're getting maybe 10 Zooms, which is awesome. And so tell me about when you found somebody that says yes. They're like, this is a no-brainer. I get it. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. They want to lock arms with you. When you get them started, actually, could you talk about how you guys get them started? And then after that, what's the next steps after that?
Yeah, so when they get started, of course, we actually send them a 5-step sign-up process. So they can click the link, they can click the node to then sign themselves up. And then we give our rep ID, and then we help them fill it out. And we say, hey, the exact way that you're filling this out is the exact same way you will help your new sign up out. So you're basically teaching yourself this whole process, because you will get someone to sign up soon, right? And then from there, we tell them to screenshot and also save their password. And then now to the, training steps. So there's only 9 steps that we go over with them. We actually have called a fast start training. So the first step is we have them download the Telegram, the Zoom, the WV Mobile, and the Dream Trips app. Second, we then say, hey, if you have a piece of paper or a pen, please have it right in front of you. I want to help you make a top 10 names list. All right. So these are the people that you love, know, that are fun loving, or maybe even people that are dissatisfied. Just write them down. Don't prejudge. Don't play God. Don't make the decision for them. Get them in front of this so that way they can make a decision for themselves before you disqualify them. And then from there, Lorenzo has made some training videos that we have been plugging our new reps to, and it's been working like very, very good. It's called the Inviting Training Hot Warm Market. That way it gives them an insight like, hey, you want to do this fast and you want to get a higher sign up ratio and more bodies on Zoom. This is a video that you need to watch, and we're focused on the people that you know and love the most. And then from there, we do set up their live Zoom launch. So we say, hey, let's say today is Sunday. Are you free Monday or Tuesday? I'm not even talking about Wednesday, because they are excited. And the first 24, 48 hours are very, very crucial in the business. So we say, okay, cool. What time are you free? Are you free at like 4 or 6? They're like 6. Because people, they're natural followers. If you're not direct with them and you don't give them a time, they're not going to choose, and they're going to be like all up in the air. So 6 p.m. Cool. Let's do Monday, 6 p.m. Does that sound good? And they're like, yeah. Okay. So I write it down my calendar, and they write it down in their calendar. So that's set. The Zoom launch is good. And then we send them a video. You can even send the quick coach 3-step setup and edification. Those are very, very good on the Chillin' Worldwide app. We send them those videos for them to watch. And then we tell them, hey, when you're done watching these training videos, please send us a corresponding emoji or send us a text when you're done, so that way we can hold each other accountable. And then from there, with the edification training, before they hop on the Zoom, I ask them, hey, can you hop on Zoom with me 30 minutes prior, so that way we can go ahead and practice what you're going to say to your friends. That way they're well prepared and it's very smooth. And then 7, we say, or the other step is, since you want to make money, and this is the reason why you join the business side, I suggest that you get your direct deposit set up ASAP. Like, that's the first thing you have to do if you really want to make money here. And then we tell them, let us know when you're done with that. And then we also send Camille's 12-minute membership or travel membership overview. And we tell them, like, hey, you know, it goes over the membership, the upgrade path. It gives you a better idea of your membership and how you can upgrade. And then they let us know when they're done watching that. And then the last step, which is the 9th step, or actually 8th step, we say, hey, go follow our Instagram hashtags and our pages, so that way you see the fun, freedom, and fulfillment, that culture that we as a company have created for everyone worldwide.
Wow. That, I love that. Thank you so much for breaking that down. I can understand why you guys are having so much success. You guys are extremely intentional, and you guys are not wasting any time. You guys are urgent. You want to help people. I want you guys to tell us why now is the time. Why at this moment right now?
Oh man.
Why now is the time? Man, obviously that's been like, obviously the highlight saying for the past couple of months since, you know, the pandemic hit. And really it's because World Ventures needs us. They need leaders like us to step up. Like I was saying before, guys, World Ventures is creating that momentum. They're creating that big tidal wave. It's gonna come. Whether you step into it or not, it's gonna come. But the thing is, if you want to create something different for your life, you want to create, you know, generational wealth, build a legacy lifestyle, leave that generational wealth to your children's children. You're gonna want to have to take action right now. Like we were just you know, filming our testimony video for the boot camp recognition, and we were saying, do everything that you can, sacrifice anything that's holding you back, because really it'll be worth the sacrifice right now. If there was ever a time to freaking do this thing, now would be the time. Because, you know, if you're just still, you know, toe dipping, lollygagging, plopping along with this, you know, how you do anything is how you do everything. And one of the main highlights of it was, if you don't work hard today, it's just one other day that you're gonna have to work hard to catch up. Yeah. And really, like, again, with us in our situation, guys, like, this is our livelihood. We don't take this lightly whatsoever. This is something that we don't treat as a hobby. And because we don't treat it like a hobby, we have to make it work.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, a lot of times, you know, people come into this, they want to do it part-time, spare time. They do treat it like a hobby. And the people who are serious, you're going to have some tension there. But at the same time, Terry says all the time, love them and lead them. But if you're willing to inspire them enough to let them break through their lids, let them break through their limitations, you can inspire them to go all in on this, because again, now is the time to do it. For real. For sure.
How about you, Kay? How about you? Anything you want to add to that?
I do want to add a little line, okay? If you don't sacrifice what you want will become the sacrifice.
Wow.
Yep. And it's very humbling, you guys, just to I think almost wrap it up. But if it wasn't for my husband really pushing me, then I would have just been selfish the whole time. I wouldn't have seen the bigger picture of how much lives we can impact with this, whether it just be, you know, making money, traveling, or also for those who are believers, to help them have that eternal perspective outside or after this life. And it's just amazing to be able to get plugged in with the mentors that we have, because guys, they are consistent and they're doing this full time for us. So why not be consistent and full time for the rest of the people that are really depending on us to help them get where they want to go. So my husband already nailed it, and that's all I have to say.
Let's get it, guys. We'll see you in Hawaii.
Let's go.
Come
on.
Wow. So I know we have a bunch of people on here. If you guys, is it okay if they ask some questions to you guys?
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Of course.
Okay, cool. If you guys have any questions, feel free to unmute or chat in the chat box. But I wanted to ask you one last thing before they ask some questions. Why is training so crucial to someone that is in business with World Ventures? Why is the World Ventures training so crucial?
The generic answer would be no, I was kidding. So obviously, going to the trainings, guys, obviously the reps that don't attend the trainings, they don't make as much money than the reps that do. The reps that attend trainings make 5 times more money than the reps that don't. And, you hear this all the time. If you find someone in your life that has what you want, you're going to do what they do to get what they got. Whether it be somebody who, you look up to at a job, or they say fitness, a bodybuilder, if they eat, tofu and eggs for 5 days straight to get the body that they have, you're going to do the same exact thing. If Terry Camp eats Cheerios and does, turn around, a dance in the morning or whatever, maybe I'm going to do exactly the same thing. And it's just that matching model, really. And with the trainings, guys, for me personally, it grew me from a 19-year-old boy that was lost, that didn't know, what he wanted to really do in his life, to finding a purpose, finding God, having a relationship with the living God to actually find a wife. The Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And with that, God revealed to me that, I would find a life partner that would build a legacy with me. And a lot of you guys who are on here who have spouses that either support you or you don't, or they don't, again, go chase your dreams, because the person that you're going to be with, they're going to end up latching on to you because they will believe in you rather than believing in what you're saying, because actions speak louder than the words that you say, for sure.
Wow.
Yep. And you must empty your wallet into your mind so your mind can fill up your wallet.
Nice. Love it. Thank you guys so much. You guys killed this call. We got so much value out of this. With that said, I know there's a lot of people on here, so I just wanted to open the floor because we have them, our newest marketing directors here. So does anybody have any questions for them that you guys want to dig deeper or just ask them? Go right ahead. They are kind enough to do this for us all. So any questions, anybody, for them?
I actually have a question.
Go for it, bro.
Yes.
Hi, so it's Broro here. So if, for example, with the whole social media thing, I'm very social media queen over here, right? So if you're someone like me who hasn't gone on a ton of dream trips and doesn't have a lot of photos to really post and attract those people, so reason for that, I really wanted to push the business, but I feel like it's hard to kind of like show that when I haven't gone on a lot of dream trips. Yet I did take a lot of pictures for trainings, hold your sign, right? So with that being said, how do you kind of like attract people besides like just DM or like messaging them on their pages?
Yeah, so for us too, we have not been traveling a lot. I've been just utilizing my front yard, my neighborhood, just taking pictures outdoor. So that way it's a lot of fun. It's around green stuff. I took a picture by a palm tree and by a trash can. I pretended like I was in Hawaii. So just those types of things, like it doesn't matter. As long as you seem like you're having fun, it's all good. And I totally understand where you're coming from, because that was my problem at the very beginning. And so when you're reaching out to people and then you're talking about trips and they say, well, have you gone on any? Just say like, hey, I am planning to go here. These are my bucket list places. I'm actually going to be saving X amount of money. Like, you can do your research on it. Bring some, ammo with you. So that way you can kind of shoot down. They're like, oh, you know what? It's not going to work for you because you haven't traveled yet. And let them know your big plans. People are going to be attracted to that. And with your Instagram feed, it's perfect. Like, again, you're doing really, really amazing with that. Just take some more lively pictures, and you're in Hawaii. Why don't you like even
Go
if
to
you're
the beach, bro.
Yeah, go to the beach. Post some
Take a
like
picture in speedo on the beach with my sign. I'm like, what's up? Let's go to Hawaii.
and then-
Come on, let's go.
right. And so you can even take a picture with the sign and go out to somewhere else, because you know why? You're not only going to attract people out in Hawaii, you're going to attract other people from all parts of the world, and they're going to know what the heck you're doing, and they're not going to think like, oh, this person's from Hawaii, that's why they're posting it. They're like, no, this person's like awesome, his page is fire. Yeah,
local minded people will never understand global minded goals. And just remember, like, there's a reason why we don't say where we're from in our bios or stuff like that, because people think we're everywhere. They don't even know where we live. That's the reason why you want to create that curiosity, because like, hey, where are you from? They don't know where you're from, because most of the time when you grow up somewhere, like, you can already tell where you're from, like, just based on your posts. But if you're traveling the world, or you're doing all these things and you're going to the training events, just going to the training events alone will pretty much alleviate like everything you really need. Because even going on dream trips, like, you don't really have to go on 5 or 6 of them, and we go on a lot of them, but really going to the training events is really enough to build that social media platform. And again, being able to have that be clonable to your team, very, very, very important. Again, for those of you guys who are on here, we're talking to everybody. All you got to do is create the content. When opportunity presents itself, you have to present yourself. So present yourself every single day. Go back to your photos, go back to your camera roll, and literally edit some pictures, make it look good. They just post it every day, like just every single day that you're going to be able to produce that content for people.
Like Brittany and Ryan, you guys are doing so good with your pictures.
Yeah.
Kara and Ray, you guys are in the beach, your daughters are looking so beautiful, like you're posting on Facebook and Instagram. That's what you should be doing, and you guys are already doing it. So just maximize on what you have and really utilize the platform that you guys have, because it's so easy. And then who else? Like Angie Mack always posts about her running, like, hey, she's a fit person, she's gonna attract people that are within that area also. And so you guys are doing really good. I just feel like you guys are just probably overthinking it, but just have fun. Just post your life, post you, right? You're the light here. And so
you're the face of your brand.
There you go.
Represent, accordingly, represent with boldness, and go out there and present yourself, guys. And you have nothing to lose. Like, people are going to look at your guys' lifestyles and say, hey, I want that. And they're going to reminisce like, oh, Kara always posts like BC, before COVID. Like, that's perfect, guys. It's funny. It engages people, and it's just the way to do it, guys. And it's awesome.
So how often would you post? Would you post like every day?
So when it comes to Instagram feed, just to give you guys a little insight, utilize your stories, utilize your Facebook story and your Instagram story, because there's actually more people watching, and you can see who's watching versus people liking, because there's some people that are, haters. They don't want to like your pictures just because. And so I rarely post on my feed, especially like if I want to. I usually post maybe like 2-3 times a week, but I'm on my story every single hour of every day. And you guys know that. Just post, good morning, having breakfast, or oh, I'm going to the beach, oh, I got this new thing, oh, look, I am posting like maybe the you should be here sign, going to training events, all of these things, posting inspirational quotes, like really utilizing your story, because you can actually upload 100 stories at once. Like, that's your max throughout the whole day, 100. And then after 24 hours it slowly disappears, and you can do more. So you can post as much you can on your story. We're leveraging off that too, if you guys didn't know that.
Yeah, so I always use my story. And funny thing that you bring that up is I actually seen this post that somebody posted. It was some anonymous person, but they said if you post something, let's just say you post something on your page, like you get like less than 100 likes or less than 50 likes, even maybe 10, but you post that same post on your story and you have 600 people looking at it. So moral of the story is, people may not like what you post, or they will just not even blink an eye past it, but just know that they are watching what you're posting. Like, even if they don't show the attention, they are still watching what you're doing. So that's why, like, as far as social media goes, I try to like post always on my story, or like I'll actually like bring the page, like, how you can post your post to your story on Instagram and show like that picture. So I kind of do the same thing, but I was just wondering, like, Like how regularly do you post? Like every day? Because isn't there like an algorithm or something for social media?
Okay. Don't even think about algorithm. Don't think about set time that you need to post. Like, oh, there's gonna be more people watching this, watching that, looking at my. No, there's none, you guys. I don't even. In the beginning, I was like, yeah, but that's just crap. I'm just saying that right now. It does not matter
When it comes to World Ventures.
when it comes to World Ventures. Yeah, but posting, you just post whenever they will see it, because once they open their Instagram, you're gonna be at the top anyways. And if not, you can utilize your story. But also, even though you are utilizing your Facebook story and Instagram story highlight or stories, still post, because that's how you're going to attract all of everybody that's going to come to your page, and that's going to help your credibility when they see your pictures on your actual Instagram, Facebook feed.
Yeah. And that's why we're saying be intentional with your social media, is because social media in and itself is a double-edged sword. You can either let it consume you, be scrolling on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram all day long, or you can use it to get ahead of the game. You should be scrolling through your prospects, scrolling to the people that are watching your stories, DMing people, commenting on people's pictures. And that's exactly what we do. We've conditioned our mind, disciplined our mind enough so that setting us apart from the 98% that just consumes, that type of content on social media. We don't want to be like them. We want to be in the top percentile of the people who create that wealth, create that, that abundance in people's lives. And when people see that, and it's not only because just obviously behind closed doors, but your team will see that. And, obviously you guys know in network marketing, everything good can duplicate, but anything that's bad will duplicate faster than good.
Yeah.
So, create the right habits, be that person that people are willing to follow, and they will do what you're doing because they'll see you.
Baby, let me take the ice cream.
Ice cream.
Babe. Chantel.
All right. Hey, Napul. Sorry. Oh, you got it. Okay. Awesome. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I told her to unmute, but I have a question. So, Lorenzo, I know you've seen this through mom and dad, and all the parents here are asking the same question because we have the same situation. I didn't want to call it an issue. So, when mom and dad signed you up initially, were you in it from the get-go, or what did it take for you to see what this opportunity would bring your lifestyle? Like, where was the turning point, or how did you see it? And we're asking because our kids also all have spots, all have the membership, and
right,
they don't quite see it the way you did. So I just wanted to hear that story.
Yeah. So in the beginning, I had came to a travel party. It wasn't anything too phenomenal. I was in a room with a bunch of older folk, and the energy was dead. They were whispering the presentation, didn't know what was going on. They were talking about cruises, but I was like, what is this? Right. And obviously being from California, guys, we only take, this is vacation place too, like Hawaii, but we usually go to Tahoe, to Southern California, to Disneyland, and that's pretty much it. And when my parents first told me that we were taking 2 back-to-back vacations in the first month with this new, program, for one, I couldn't really believe it, because we just bought a new SUV so that we could take a road trip down to Six Flags. And I didn't believe it until I actually went there, and me being on a dream trip actually instilled that belief in me. But even before us going on those dream trips, I met Terry Camp. Terry came to our town. He did a travel party for us, and he even asked me, hey, are you in just because your parents got you in, or are you really in? And from there, after he was saying, he makes 6 figures, he has this type of lifestyle, he goes on, so-and-so days vacation during the year, and he has time and money freedom. When he was telling that to us in the room at the time, I was thinking about the person that was most successful at my career field at the time. And these are people who retired from the military, 20 plus years of honorable service. But at the same time, they were actually going back to a job and calling it so-called double dipping. And they were just working themselves to the grave. And I knew already that me in my career field in the Air Force, I wasn't super passionate about it to be what we call a lifer, like a lifer meaning served 20 plus years in the military. So I knew I was getting out, but I didn't know what I was going to do after that. And when this, when God blessed us this opportunity into our lives and had Terry Camp introduce us and everything that happened, that was a turning point for me, because I knew, me being the eldest son in my family, I needed to partner up with my parents to make this thing happen, to make this work. And, obviously the success thus far that you see that we've been doing, it's all a product of our parents' support. Her parents, our parents, they support us 100%. And we wouldn't be here without them as well. So that is just what happened with me.
Bomb, love that. Here's another follow-up question. For those of us who have these spots for our children, if they don't necessarily, and I don't know if you do it, if your parents are your mentor. So my question is, for those of us who have our kids in this that don't necessarily want to build this business with their mom or dad, what advice would you give to that generation? Did that make sense?
Yeah. So they'll just have to, again, it's like anything in life. They'll just have to really find their own fire. They'll have to find their own purpose with it. And obviously, it's just like, hey, if you're a nurse, you want your kid to be a nurse, and you want that for them so bad, but they have to figure it out for themselves. Yeah. And just by getting them around, not just younger people, but just getting them around, just you guys will do it. Obviously they're probably, you can't be a prophet in your own land, and that familiarity breeds that contentment. But, get them coming to the training events, get them around, people that are doing this so that their mind can expand more. And even at 18 years old, like my wife saw this when she was 18, I was 19 when I saw this. And, having them, honestly, it was a dream for me to build something with my parents, and it made us even closer. But obviously if they're not there yet, they'll get there, because they're gonna experience that life. They're gonna say, obviously if you educate them enough that, hey, going to school, getting the good grades, getting that job, working that 40 hours a week for 40 years, retiring on that 40% of your income, a lot of the times, obviously for the parents who are on here before World Ventures, you were teaching that to them. And a lot of times you can't unprogram that to them yourself. You're going to have Terry or Marcusetta or somebody else like us tell them that, so that it'll slip a switch for them. Mm-hmm. And from there, they'll just, again, it'll be like anybody else on your guys' team. They'll just find the fire.
Yeah, it's just like my brother, guys. My brother came in 3 times. The first time he did not like it, he quit. Second time he helped us to director, and then he quit again. And then last time he was like, you know what? Okay, it's $25. I'll do this. And the only reason why he stuck through it is because of the people he was around with, the personal development, the RTEs, the training. And that gave him his own sense of belief, not the belief that we put on him or other things. Like, we wanted it more for him, but he really saw what it can be for him. Even JB, like his brother that's almost turning 18, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna hit senior up in 6 days. Let's do it. Or like, his little sister, I want to start doing my first presentation. She's only 14, but it's just the whole the association that people have with other people.
Yeah, her brother's now a senior rep on our team, and he's growing. And we're just grateful. We're grateful that God aligned everything, put the people that he knew that we were going to impact into our lives, into our organizations, and we were just doing that work. Mm-hmm. Faith without works is dead. And we build that house for the Lord, and he will bless it. And that's exactly what we do. So
thank you, fire.
I have a question. Well, first of all, congratulations. This training could have not been, I swear, it's just like how you said, God aligns things, because, I'm over here, thinking like, how can I kickstart my business again? I'll be honest, we've been in a lull for quite some time. and just trying to be creative and thinking of new ways. And as you mentioned, we only have so many contacts, and the lifeline of this business is having new contacts constantly. So just last week I had started a new Instagram page with our actual business name, and because right now my personal page is private, so I don't accept any old buddy. Not only that, I tag my kids on there. So I guess a question I would have, because this whole social media things, yes, I know how to post and I know how to connect my Facebook account with Instagram, but just running multiple pages, it's a little difficult, well, that I'm finding. So one of my questions I would have is, I have my personal private page, then I'm having my business public page. Now, I did see a feature that you can post, to multiple pages at the same time. But let's just say I wanted to post something of my family, and I do tag them. Is there a way to tag them on one profile versus the public profile? You know what I mean? So if people look who's tagged, it doesn't show my kids' pages. And I wasn't able to find any information online about that. So, if you guys knew a way, that would be awesome. If not, no big deal.
Yeah, I think if you tag, because that post that you're doing, I know you're talking about where you can post, there's like a little toggle that you can post on
Yes.
both.
Mhm.
The information that you're going to put out on that post is going to be exactly identical.
Identical.
So if you were
Okay.
going to do, for privacy reasons, you would just have to manually post again on your
Right.
public page without the
Yeah.
tag. That
Okay.
would be like,
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
don't sync both of your pages.
yeah, with that.
Right. Okay. I'm just super excited. I'm so happy to hear you guys speak. You guys, I've been following you guys, since we started, and it's just so amazing to see your growth and just the love for each other, and all the wisdom that you guys share. So congratulations again.
Thank
Amen.
you,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Wait, real quick, when are you guys leaving for Fiji?
I heard your dates, and we will be here. So we will be So we are leaving on the 15th and coming back on the 22nd. So we will be back in time when you come here. You said, I think, the 30th?
Yeah, November 29th to December 3rd, but we are extending because we're gonna stay out in Oahu and Hilo in a small island too for our reps.
Awesome. Well, you know what? You have my number. So
Yep.
text me the date so I can lock it in my calendar. And maybe
Okay.
we can go to the outer island with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. See, we told you guys when we were in the View Vegas that we were going to hit marketing director and we're gonna come out to you guys, and it's happening.
Yeah. Well, we will be waiting with open arms.
Thank you, thank you.
Love you guys.
Love you. See you soon. Boom. All right.
All right. I think there might have been some questions in the chat box, but how you guys doing on time? Are you guys okay, or you guys gotta? I know.
No, we're good.
We got all day, bro. We can do it. We're having fun right now.
We're having fun. Yeah, this is cool.
We love you guys. Let's hang out.
Oh, man. We love you too, man. Appreciate it. So, let's see. Wait. Give me a sec. Rodney had a question, and I think Michelle or somebody. What is
Oh, how
So,
can get access to the? Oh.
Yeah, one of the people wanted to know if you guys are willing to give your access to the Phenoms training, and that is, you don't have to if you don't want to, but
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now, bro. I'm gonna drop it on the chat so that people can have access to it. So these are just the videos that we created. So you'll see every step of what each step that we do for our fast start training, and also one of the highlights that you guys really want to utilize, and you guys are free to use it, is the 3-minute sizzle video that I created that pretty much breaks down the idea, the concept of no commissions for the silver membership. And it has an additive in there talking about the landing page. TK had prompted me to add that in there, so it's going to be pretty current for the days to come. So I'm going to add it in there for you guys, and then you guys can hop on that.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Lorenzo and Kay. Woo, that was fire. There it is. There's the Vimeo. I believe that's a 3-minute video, right? That you made.
Yeah, so that's the channel, and there's all the training videos that we use on there, and then you'll be able to kind of filter it out where you can see the 3 minutes of the video and all the, and they're all titled specifically, so you can read the description and pretty much it'll tell you what it is.
Got it.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.
You're welcome,
You're
bro.
welcome. Thank you for having us on.
Congrats.
This was fun.
Thank you so much, Kay and Lorenzo. Crushing it. Keep on crushing it. RMD coming up next. Love that. Love that. So with that said, again, thanks everyone for your time, especially you guys, Kay and Lorenzo, for leading the way. And just thank you so much for just being the leaders and the people that you are, just inspiring people all over the world, and just keep crushing it, all right? So with that said, make sure you guys snapshot that Vimeo that Lorenzo and Kay sent if you guys want, or copy it if you want, and then I guess that's it. I mean, thank you again for your time, for staying on a little extra longer. So
Good, bro. That's what we do.
Hey, Hawaii team, you guys are pumping us up, okay?
Yep.
So keep it up because you're helping us.
Yeah, every time we're in bed and we're going to sleep about 3 a.m. and you guys are still posting new signups, or we're like, let's go.
woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a quick question. I know this is being recorded. Where are you gonna put it?
Oh, hey Lorenzo and Kay, are you okay if we post it on YouTube somewhere? On my YouTube,
Yeah,
I
we
guess?
can post it. I know that you're living it on Facebook already on Team Unstoppable, right? So
Oh, cool. I'll find it there.
Yeah, I'll post out a YouTube if anything, so that I'll drop it in the post on Team Unstoppable. Right in this
Perfect.
post. Yeah.
That'd be great because so much stuff was given that I'm like, I can't write my notes fast enough to catch up with all that. So
Yeah.
it's definitely, this is a training that's worth going over a few times. So thank you.
Wow.
you're welcome.
You're welcome, you guys.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys. You guys have a great evening, and thank you for all that you poured into us, man. We have so much value out of this. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this, take notes myself, because that was fire.
Thanks, bro.
Bro, I started posting on social media again already.
There you go.
Oh,
All out massive action. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ironmans.
Thank you.
So proud of you guys. You deserve it.
Champions.
Can't wait till you guys come home.
Yeah.
Yes.
We blend in. As we were told. We were told that we blend in.
All right. All right. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. Cool. All right, everybody. Thank you again. We'll see you guys on the next one. Sorry about that. I don't have control. I lost the host for some reason. I don't know how I did that. So awesome, you guys. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See
Thank
guys.
you.
Congrats, you guys.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Jump in the swimming pool. It's hot.
I'll be there in 10 minutes, ladies. I have to lock up my room.
Come on, Carol.
I know I'm coming.
We should be there.
Everybody, just take a
Cesar.
picture real quick. Picture real quick. Ready?
Cesar.
Picture. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got it.
Awesome.
Oh shoot. Okay. All right. I think so. All right. Hopefully everybody got some value out of that. I don't even know how to stop this on any.
Somebody's stuff is backing up.
All right, you got. I can't even end it. Oh, Maurice, you're the host. How did you steal the host from me?
I don't know how that happened, man, but it happened. All
All
right,
right,
guys. Happy Sunday.